Hello, I'm Melissa Shanley, Clinical Supervisor at the Center for Youth and Family Solutions in Champaign. Here at the Center for Youth and Family Solutions, we serve people from all walks of life. The past few months have tested our resilience and left us questioning what the future holds. The Fair Tax Amendment would help move our organization forward to live out our values in an era where systemic inequity is in the spotlight. Our 5 program areas all focus on serving children and families who have experienced life-changing trauma, abuse, and neglect, or other significant life challenges. Our goal is not only to help each child and adult learn to cope with those life storms, but also to help them achieve their fullest potential. There is nothing better for our communities than having them filled with strong families who are fully able to contribute to making them a vibrant place to live and grow. The Center for Youth and Family Solutions supports a fair tax and urges all Illinois voters to support it. This fair tax system is the norm in most of the United States. It's how the federal tax system and the tax systems of more than 30 other states work. Our state needs to have sufficient funding to provide affordable housing for all who need it, ensure that everyone has quality health care, employees are paid a fair wage for the work they do, and provide the services to help residents be successful. If the Fair Tax Amendment fails, the state will have no choice but to again reduce funding for human services. Many of our programs and services at CYFS will face significant cuts if that occurs. Across the state, including Champaign, this will mean a reduction in services and an increase in caseloads for foster children, adoptive families, and youth and families in crisis, among other services.
Okay. Hello, my name is Grace Mitchell, and I'm the director of the Family Advocacy Center in Champaign County. The Family Advocacy Center is a center that is paid for through the state, through DCFS. And what we are is a small non-for-profit, and we work with clients that are involved with child welfare programs, and especially DCFS, in helping them to navigate the system and get through the system, provide them with support, advocacy. We do a number of groups here in classes, family classes, parenting, advocacy, anger management, domestic violence, and we also do third-party and supervised visits with usually the non-custodial parent. We're a staff of 4. We have 2 full-time staff members and 2 part-time staff members. And we are fortunate enough to have interns from the School of Social Work doing internships at this agency also. One of the dilemmas, well, I forgot to add, we serve actually between 50 and 80 clients. Most of those clients are involved with child welfare agencies. We also provide services to the community. Those services are different, and we can provide no more than 50% of our clients that are coming from the community. And of course, that's because DCFS is the ones that are paying us. So the other 50% has to be clients that are involved with agencies. One of the major concerns that I have in reference to our budget is that we haven't had any specific cuts to staff in several years. But what would happen if those cuts would occur after this tax piece goes into place, it would devastate our services, and more than likely we would be closed. We get a set amount from the state for the services that we provide here, and any impact on the funding that we get would definitely cause us to have to close our agency. A few years ago, we received additional funding from the United Way. We did not get that funding for the last 2 years. So that truly was something that impacted our services a lot. For us to be cut in any funding, and this is the reason we only have the 2 full-time and 2 part-time staff people, the doors would close. I see our services vital to the community, although there are a number of social services available to families with children. But as a small agency, I see us as being very unique. because many times we serve those clients that fall between the cracks and don't receive services. So in that respect, I do worry about what would happen, if our funding was cut even a little bit. With the biggest thing we deal with now with the state is through the controller's office, we have a difficult time getting our money on time. And as you know, the state has a difficult time paying their bills, especially on time. So we've been fortunate enough for the Community Foundation to be willing to work with us when we don't get our funding on time. And that alone is a big problem, because when we don't get our monies like we're supposed to, of course, that affects payroll and it affects us paying our bills. Um, a personal thing with that is that, I love what I'm doing and this is where my heart is. But what happens with that, when you work and make a little extra money, you fall into a higher tax bracket. So far, it hasn't really made me say, maybe I just need to go home and be fully retired. I'm still here because this is where I feel I need to be. And I know our community and our family needs us.